zigzag pattern. And that will help save the knees and the calves. So by today, we're really feeling it. We've had 2 long days in a row, 28 kilometers, 35 kilometers the first day, and I don't know, second day was 13 or 15 miles. So basically we walked a full marathon the first day, a half marathon the second day. We've got about another full marathon today. Whew. So this is a challenge physically, but it is so awesome. I can't even say enough how awesome it is. So I better go catch up to him, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hola. Okay, so I just want to mention this is all garbage that I've been picking up along the way, and it makes me really, really sad. So if you are a pilgrim or a future pilgrim, please do not litter. Put it in your pack, carry it until you come to one of these, because anytime there's a house, there's going to be a bin. And thankfully I was able to find a big piece of plastic that I could put them in. There aren't very many sacks in Europe. So, I mean, we've got cans and bottles and plastic and foil, and who's eating a TV dinner on their... Anyway, we think it's inorganicos.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep this so I can pick up more. This one's probably from this house. But honestly, on the other parts of the Camino, it would have been pilgrims. It makes me really sad. Okay, I just want to say one more time. We were able to find a sack, and I filled this whole sack up. A few of these things might be local trash, but most of them are pilgrim trash along the forested way. I'm so disappointed in you. I know there's only a few of you out of all the pilgrims that are doing this, but just please remember that this isn't organic. It's not going away. Someone is going to have to pick up after your mess. And this is not right. You are desecrating a sacred pilgrimage. Okay, so this is my third bag of garbage, and there's at least 16 cans of Red Bull in there. And then look at this entire bottle of whatever it is. Gotta go fish out of this ditch right here. But do you think we didn't see it? This is so discouraging. So if you came up that hill and you just waited about 5-10 more minutes, you would find some basura bins. And you could put your trash in here. I have about 28 cans of Red Bull, a bunch of wrappers, a pair of socks, and a pair of wet underwear. Really? I wanted to show this because this tree right here is a holly tree, and it has a Spanish name. We were told last night by our hospitalera, but we don't remember it. She says that they are indigenous to Spain and they're protected, so people can't cut them down. It's beautiful. So there is my namesake tree. Okay, that last really cute little bar was the, I guess the only place you can stop along this lake. So be sure if you're going to walk this way, go ahead and stop, buy something. This is a rural community and you can tell it's struggling. There's a lot of places that are for sale, and it's just, it would be, I think, a courteous thing if we're walking through their city or their countryside to stop and support them. And they had Fanta, they had Coca-Cola, and of course they have the alcoholic drinks. I filmed a little bit of it because it was so entertaining and so cultural to hear all the retired old men in there chatting away, and it was that's a very typical Spanish thing to do. We are actually stopped underneath Lavadora, which is very handy. Lavadora, sorry. And it's starting to rain outside. It's just light, but there's a wind, and it is, if we walk too much further in it, we'll start to get pretty wet. So we're going to put our jackets on, cover up our packs, and forge forward. Okay, we're off the highway, and I just wanted to see if you can notice that this is part of the ancient pilgrimage, and it's been worn down so much that you can see that the trail is underneath the forest floor. When it rains here, it can become quite a bit of a muddy river. So we're grateful. The rain is just sprinkling, and it's really warm from climbing, so we took our jackets back off. We've just tucked them in our, I've tucked mine around my waist. Jeff has his hanging over his pack. And it's really beautiful, and I'm really glad that it's a little sprinkly rain and there's a breeze because it's keeping us cool. We love these little things. They're full of chestnuts. And these are chestnuts. There's, multiple chestnuts inside one. They're very prickly. They're sharp, so you don't want to touch them unless you've got something wrapped around your hand. But they remind me of that Star Trek episode with the trouble with tribbles. We've been seeing them a lot on the Camino. They're quite endearing. Here we go. Chestnuts. So you can really see the difference right here between the path being worn down and the forest floor. So we're getting a Galician experience. We got some rain. We were able to just go through this tunnel, and you can kind of see things moving. Oh well, if you turn around the other way, you get the tunnel and a car. And yeah, the Spaniards do not slow down for you. They do not. Pedestrians do not have the right of way, so just be careful.
Unless you got to cross a crosswalk, then it's fine.
So we're just standing a little bit under this tunnel and taking a little break from the rain and the wind. It's not bad. We've seen a lot worse on videos. It could be pouring. This is a...
We just came across some other programs who are going to call ahead to...
Yeah, our two little friends from Jerusalem, they called the hotel already, but we still need to walk probably another 6K, I think, before they should come and get us. So we're going to walk it. Like I said, they do not wait for you. Okay, so I'm not sure why this isn't focusing. There we go. Maybe because it's got steam on the lens or something. So, we're still picking up garbage from pilgrims. It's been a little better the last little section. We're still finding some cans and some wrappers, but the last bag was full of Estrella beer cans. The bag before that was Red Bulls. The bag before that was Coca-Cola. Somebody's really hyped up on caffeine today. Place. It's still raining. We're all pretty wet. At least we have our rain jackets on. Still have a little, about a 5K to go. Yay, we made it! We made it from Betanzos. We're all really wet. Yay! It took us 9 hours. Okay, greetings from our hotel room in the Hotel Canaima in Mesón de Vento. And they came and picked us up from that cute cafe. Oh, we have an exit sign above our door. I love it so much. Really nice little restaurant here in the Hotel Canaima. Wave. It's really nice. We're looking forward to a hot meal. This is the Galician soup, and it is so good. What is it called? Caldo Galician. It is so delicious. It is potatoes and leeks, maybe, or onions, and I don't know. All I know is that oh, there's greens. Well, all I know is it's delicious, and I want the recipe. What this is? Hake. This is hake, and it's prepared in what style?
This is the Romana style.
Roman style. And then this over here was hake grilled. And you notice that everything comes with fries. So we were going to eat. Yum. So this is some sort of a caramel dessert. I guess it's like a cheesecake, but it's a soft cheesecake. What do you think? It's good. So what we just ate was the pilgrim's meal. Basically, it was the house meal. They give you a ton of food. Oops, sorry. They give you a ton of food. A lot more than you can finish eating, that's for sure. So it was good, and the best thing was it was warm. And we're the only ones here now. Everybody else left. TV is showing sports, which isn't focusing. It was a really diverse day of weather. It's blowing like crazy outside now and raining, so it's chilly in here. It's a really tiny hotel room, really tiny. And for the price, if we were in America, then this would be something that people would maybe complain about. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that it's a bed. I'm grateful that it's warm and dry and safe, and the people here are so cute and kind, and they're trying with their English. And like I mentioned before, the economy here in Spain, and especially in this area in Spain, is really depressed, and so anything that we can do to help support their economy is greatly appreciated. And I realize that not all pilgrims can afford to stay in a hotel, and so that you may need to stay in the albergue. But there's not very many albergues, there's not very many rooms available, so I feel like we're doing a little bit of a service then to other pilgrims by giving up one of those beds because we can afford to stay in one of these little hotels. The Hotel Canaima has its own restaurant, and it was very good. We got the house menu, which is like the pilgrim's menu. And it's very lacking in vegetables, so I'm missing vegetables and salads, and I'm really going to look for those tomorrow. But they give you huge portions that you can't even finish. Soup, main course,
bread and a dessert. It also includes a drink, and several people, you know, would probably get a wine or a coffee or a tea. We just get the water. So there's something else I was going to say and I can't remember because I'm really tired. Oh, they have this really great service here. They have a laundry service, and they'll take your clothes and they'll do your clothes wash and dry. €5, and it'll be ready by 7 a.m. tomorrow. So we are definitely taking advantage of that because we have been hand washing all of our clothes in the sink and hanging them up to dry every night since we got here. So that will be a really nice bonus in the morning to have clean, dry clothes. And so we're halfway through our 10-day adventure, and we're really close to being in Santiago. We'll be there in 2 days, and it kind of makes me a little sad because I wish we would be able to stay in Spain longer. But definitely we'll come back and do another Camino, and maybe even do this Camino again because it's pretty amazing. But there's a lot of other Caminos to try. So we are headed to bed now, and thank you for following the journey with us, and we will see you later. Bon Camino.